YouTube, what's up? It's your boy S Dub. Time to cure some boredom. So maybe a couple weeks ago I didn't do a video, but I found a steel RS91. The pull cord was snapped. I had a replacement cord. I put it on, fired right up, brand new. So I gave it a nice little once over. Sold it to a guy for 300 bucks. With that 300 bucks, I took 50 of it and I bought 4 weed eaters and a hedger, a gas power hedger. None of them worked, none of them had carburetors, except the hedger. The hedger was the only thing that was like 100%. So, enough jaw jacking. So, here's the machines. 26 Bravo, Homelite, Echo, not sure the hedger model is scratched. I don't know anything about Echo. We got the 2 Murrays right here. They're a little different, these two, but they're the exact same. This is a Craftsman. Yep, this is a Craftsman. This one's a Ryobi, but I got all of these for $50. 6 pieces of equipment. So I guess there's gonna be a series of 6. Getting this batch of 6, you know, up and running. So let's get it. Okay, here's the Homelite. I actually threw a spark plug I had in. Walk around, it cools good. It's missing its air box, the top half. I threw some gas in there. Let's see if it leaked out. Nope, still full. While I was transporting it from the batch of 6, I noticed it was leaking in here. So there's a leak where the lines go into the fuel tank, but that's as simple as throwing a little gasket maker around the hole. That's an easy fix. This line is really hard and brittle, so I'm gonna replace. Oh, this line has holes in it. Let's see, right there. So I'm gonna replace both lines. Needs a new bulb, an air purge bulb. But other than that, gas tank needs to be tightened. It's missing a screw right there. Yep, no screw there. This screw here needs to be tightened. But other than that, not too bad. Make sure when you take it apart, you don't lose your little diaphragm right there. I'll work on so many, so I buy a variety pack, small, medium, large. The only reason I got this from Ace was I had a $5 discount. Perfect. And what you want to do is make sure it lines up in that groove right there. When it's too small, and when it's too big. Alright. Bam. It's in there. Make sure its sandwich is pretty low. Alright, if you could see in there, you can see all that crud that's in there, all that brown crap. So this is probably why this thing isn't starting. That's probably why they tossed it out, I'm assuming. So I'm gonna clean the carb, just squirt some carb cleaner in all of the holes right here. I'm gonna do that off camera. All right, now it's cleaned out. All right, this is the air box that came on it. It doesn't work. It's missing the top half, so I'm gonna throw that in the scrap pile. But I have this one that will work. It has a choke, just like this one. A choke. Now you can put an air filter on if you want. Once you tighten it down, go a quarter. There we go. Now that's on there. My choke works. This one's a little better. It actually has a clip, an actual stopping mechanism. The other one didn't. All right. Now we're gonna have to do a bolt match for this bottom bracket right here of the gas tank. I'm just gonna take the old one out, go to Ace with this machine and match it up. Then I gotta get some fuel lines also. We're gonna throw it in. And we gotta get a Diamond Fire spark plug. This is the spark plug. This is the one I put in it. This is the one that it had. This is an NGK I threw in, but with the yard equipment, I go with the Diamond Fire E3. So while I'm working on this machine, a gentleman sees it and he says he needs a leaf blower, and if I could have it done by 5 p.m. today, he'll buy it from me for $65. So I'm just gonna use the NGK spark plug and we're gonna gap it to 30 to 35. Oh, it's at 35 exactly. So we're good. He said he doesn't really care what kind of spark plug in it. He'll use it, he'll replace it with his own personal. So there we go. So I got the fuel line. The fuel line's here. I like to go at an angle. You do a little nip angle right there.
And what that does is it makes it a little easier to slip into the hole that's right there. Let's see if I can get it in there. Come on. Yep, got it. And what you're doing here is you're just pushing it down far enough to be able to get it with whatever tool. I would suggest some form of needle nose. These are too big to actually get in there and get it. So I got to go get some actual needle noses. Now nip the angle you put in there. Okay, remember the line that takes the fuel filter is going to be the bottom of your carb. That's the fill, and the top is the purge. And it's pretty easy. You just connect the line. You know, I have too much line. What you want is when you're putting this in, some people mess up and put it all the way in the back of your fuel tank. You actually want to put it in the lowest part of your fuel tank. That makes a difference. And you kind of just look and pull what you got in until you get to where you want it to be. And yep, that's about good. And you see all of this extra line I have. That's a good healthy amount, so I'm gonna cut it. Bam. That's in there. Yep, and that's right where I want it to be. But I accidentally put it on the top. It goes on the bottom. There you go. Now it's where I want it to be. Yep. Okay. Now, what these lines do, they tend to come with two separate sizes. You get a big size and a little size, two different sizes. I like to use the big size because the little one don't always fit in the hole well enough to prevent fuel leakage. So I'm going to do this off camera, but it's the same process. Cut that angle, stick it in. This will be your spit, so it only needs to go in just a little bit. All right, so I got them in there. I like to use the thicker lines just because it wedges the entry holes of the gas tank. Just fill it up. This is 32:1. Whoops. Making a mess. There we go. Okay. And that's just to get the garbage in there. out any moisture. There we go. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if it'll pump up. Dude, that thing is hard. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, we're gonna choke it out. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, now I gotta play, sounds like I gotta play with the low screw. Like it's not getting enough, so I'm opening it up. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is a reset. I'm gonna take the high and low screw, which is high is here, furthest, closest to airbox, low is closest to machine. And I'm gonna turn them all the way right. I'm gonna tighten them all the way down. And I'm gonna open up the high, which is the one closest to here, an eighth of turn. And the low, which is closest to here, an eighth of turn. All right. Oh yeah. All right. Gonna tweak the low, open it a little more. Open it a little more. A little more. A little more. Put the choke on. A little more. I'm gonna see if this one of them funny ones, these carburetors. Sometimes they work start and close, so that's all the way closed. Make sure there's no air in the line. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna open up the high a little bit. This is my little life hack right here. I always spray some carb cleaner in once this gives me a hard time. Now I'm gonna try to fire it up. All right, we're gonna go half throttle. I'm gonna turn it up the low a little bit. Crank the low up a little more. So I killed it. About to see if it'll crank back up. Choke it out. Oh wait. Half throttle. Half choke. Full choke. There it is. Spot you in the next one.